taking a quarterback, this is the way to my heart. Taking a quarterback in the first round will always excite me.
The dartboard theory, yep.
But setting that aside, right? The Rams have gotten so much hate. There's been a weird psychoanalysis train on Sean McVay trying to figure out what's in his head. I love this Ty Simpson pick because Ty Simpson to me is a player who has a good foundation. Mentally, he's got it in the NFL. Physically, he's got it.
Why do you say mentally he's got it? Mentally, he's got it in the NFL. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen anything.
No, but I've seen him play college, and he can read defenses at a basic level. Many college quarterbacks just can't do that.
It's fair enough.
He did a good job at Alabama. Physically, when he was healthy, he was very good at Alabama. And I know there were times where he struggled last year. He didn't get tons of starts. I know he's only started, 14 or 15 games. I like him a lot more than when Mac Jones came out of Alabama. I think physically and mentally, he's more exciting. And I think the chance to sit for a year in LA and take over when Stafford retires next year is a great landing spot. This is something the Rams have always done, is they don't make a lot of first round picks. They've made Jared Goff. They've made, I'm trying to remember who their other first round pick is. It's that edge rusher on their team.
Verse?
Yeah, Jared Verse. I can't remember why I blanked on his name. Yeah, they've made Jared Verse, and now they've made this.
I would just say a lack of
first round picks they've made since they took Jared Goff. The Rams don't do it very often, but when they do take their first round picks and use them rather than adding players, it's with an eye towards the future, players who can be productive for a while. And I think this just makes a load of sense for the Rams. Well, I know it's popular to hate. I know people don't want to put their neck out. They say, why don't you take a Mekhi Lemon or a Blake Miller or a Ruben Bain to produce now? There's no such thing as sure production out of the first round of the NFL draft. And I'd much rather them take a player who can be a home run when, frankly, every single position the Rams are set.
Yeah, I mean, if you put down the pen to your Disney movie here and we forget about, Les Snead being buddies with Ty Simpson's father.
Oh, yeah, he's talked to Ty Simpson's dad once. I'm sure he's using pick 13 as a favor to Ty Simpson.
Ziggy's finishing off the script, and Ty Simpson, coming in for Matthew Stafford, wins the Super Bowl for the Rams. I'm going to Disney World. The philosophy is understandable. And I think for anybody who watches this podcast, we know that Green Bay Packers fans, right? Green Bay Packers fans have lived through this. When you take the quarterback, when you feel like the rest of the organization and the media pressure is saying, build your team or add to your team that's a Super Bowl contender right now. I think most Packers fans would take Jordan Love in hindsight than adding a receiver. And maybe you win a Super Bowl. You don't know. T. Higgins was in that draft, I believe, with Jordan Love. If you give Aaron Rodgers T. Higgins, maybe, probably not, but maybe the Packers go a little bit further. It could happen. If it works out with Ty Simpson, and you're right, Ziggy, or whoever's right, making the pick, the Rams are geniuses, and they'll be competitive for a really long time.
It's exactly like when the Eagles took Jalen Hurts. That's what it can be.
It can be that. Personally speaking,
it will be. You never know.
Yeah, personally speaking, I wasn't a huge Ty Simpson fan, and I think his stock rose because of the lack of quarterbacks in the draft. So not only do I think it was a bad decision in terms of helping the team right now, but I also think it was a reach for a quarterback here.
But here's the thing, Paul.
But I get what you're saying.
To take a quarterback next year.
No, I totally get what you're saying. It makes sense.
It's always easy to sit back and say, next year, this position's going to be great in the draft. This was supposed to be a killer quarterback year. Why? Because Garrett Nussmeier, Lenora Sellers, Arch Manning, there were supposed to be 6 or 7 first-round quarterbacks this year. And instead, everyone's saying this is one of the weakest quarterback classes in years.
I'd be pissed off.
Never know.
I'd be pissed off with the pick as a Rams fan. But I'll say, again, Ty Simpson has the opportunity to prove everyone beyond wrong. I don't think it will work out. If there was another quarterback that I liked more, I'd love the pick. I'd love it. But I'm not a Ty Simpson guy. And again, your dartboard theory could prove correct here. But with the player that it was in this spot, I didn't like reaching for someone that I felt like was, probably closer to a second, maybe third round pick rather than the 13th pick in the draft.
Yes. The difference, though, I think, is people will say you should have taken Sadiq. You should have taken one of the tackles. You should have taken a wide receiver. Yeah, I mean, you and I are united on Sadiq. I'm so thrilled that the Jets took him, so the Vikings didn't even have a chance to. People say you should have taken Ruben Bain, but the truth is those guys don't have better than a coin flip chance of being any good anyway.
Yeah, I don't mind the QB selection, that thought. It's just, again, the value of where you got Ty Simpson, but could be wrong. So I mean, I like it.
Could they have gotten Ty Simpson in round 2? I don't think so.
No shot. So if they wanted him, they had to make the move there. But all right, that's good stuff. Good stuff, Ziggy.
See, Paul, you were wondering, right, when I passed on the Cowboys, like, does he have a take that we can make a clickbait thumbnail out?
Well, I was looking
absolutely.
I was looking through, and I was like, all right, blue. What you said, NFC team.
So this is what's annoying about ESPN. The Rams did that logo redesign on the ESPN draft picks. The Rams logo is blue.
It is blue. I mean, I'd say that.
I'm pretty sure the logo is actually like raw dog yellow now, which is just disgusting.
Raw dog yellow.
No, it's all yellow. It looks terrible, but maybe it's all blue and I've forgotten.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, that is pretty gross. That new one. It looks very Chargers-esque.
It's weird. The Rams they already had a mediocre logo, but they made it truly, I think, the worst logo in the NFL.
Yeah, they did redo it, but now it actually looks like the LA Chargers.
No, but I thought they just like redid it like recently before redoing it again.
Oh, yeah, they did. But also, it now almost looks like a C. It like the Rams horn looks like a C. And it kind of looks a bit like a bolt.
That was the Chargers. I wouldn't.
It looks like a bolt a little bit.
You only need to move a couple pixels around for that to be a Chargers.
That's really funny. Oh, you know what? Double the sales. Maybe you can fool some dumb Chargers fans.